What's good, y'all? It's your boy J.Brock. It's Clapitup LA. You know what I'm saying? Right here with the homie MixedbyMarv. You know what I'm saying?
What's good? What's good? Clap it up, y'all.
That's right. That's right. Still out there. How you feeling today, bro?
Man, chilling, bro. I'm feeling really good right now. Feeling really good.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so you are a mixing engineer?
Yeah, I'm a recording and mixing engineer.
Okay, recording and mixing.
Based out of here in Los Angeles.
Okay, got you. Now, as a recording engineer, as a mixing, you know, that name engineer is kind of scary to people. You know what I'm saying? So what got you into the engineering aspect of the game?
Well, basically, since I was like a kid, I made music with a bunch of my friends, and music was sounding trash. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but we all gotta go through that though.
Everybody gotta go through it, man. And I feel like at first I was a rapper, just trying to rap with my homies and stuff. But I was the one that was like, all right, if y'all ain't gonna like dedicate to the sound, like I'll dedicate to the sound. So, and that was like actually my jack of trade. Like, in high school, I would charge people to do songs with me or like come to my home studio and like record and stuff. So I just made a little bit of bread, and like throughout the high schools in Glendale, that's where I'm from.
Okay,
in Glendale, I kind of made a little reputation for like the dude to record with, because like you can get decent vocals from him or like some decent quality and stuff. So that's kind of how I got my put on, and I just been rocking since, to be honest. I'm 28 now, so.
Like, you don't look 28.
Yeah,
he look like he about 22 years old.
Man,
he look pretty young, man.
Okay,
so did you start charging people off the bat, or did you kind of have to work your way up to charging people?
Yeah, so when I was 15, like I would basically charge per record. So I wouldn't charge for like the hourly on the studio time. I wouldn't charge shit. I would just be like, yo, bro, just shoot me like $25. Let's just do a song.
Okay.
And we would just do things like that, just so I can get some money, like back in high school, you would buy like little Powerades or little snacks and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was a big flirt, so I would just buy the girls like snacks and shit with all my money and shit like that.
He used it to his advantage.
Basically, and then I was cool with everybody, so like I would just go around the campus and just like say what's up to all the rappers and stuff like that. So
That's right.
It was pretty cool, you know?
That's right. Now, you spoke about it. You said it sucked.
Yeah.
Now, we cannot skip over that because I feel like so many people, you know, especially now on social media, everything is perfect. I started off perfect. I ain't never did bad. Right. So speak on the days that it sucked. How close were you to being like, you know what, this probably ain't for me? Speak on those days.
Man, so May 2019, I was working at Verizon. I climbed up the ranks at Verizon. So I was like, I started entry level, like didn't know how to sell anything. I had a sales mentor who taught me everything, got my personality up. I worked my way up, and as I was climbing up the ranks, I had my own store. I like moved around management and stuff, and I was just kind of like, I'm not happy. So I said, I want to do music full time. I saved up a little bag, quit my job, started going out. I got picked up by David Young and Kim. He's a Hit Boy's engineer. So
shout out to that.
Yeah, I was his intern for a little bit, and then keep climbing up the ranks over time and became his assistant. And that time frame, I kid you not, was like 7 months where I was so used to a consistent check because of my regular job, and I had saved up a bag and not getting a check, and like having a clientele who was like, yeah, bro, like I was doing like membership services. So it was like you would get 1 day a week, 4-hour session, guaranteed 4 days or 4 times a month. So you would create a schedule with me, and like you would pay a membership fee. So I would have like, I kind of calculated my budget, or I budgeted out so it was like the same as my paycheck. So I would just like maintain. Didn't work out. It was like, really trash. Like it did not work out. There was times where I just barely broke even for the month. But I kept telling myself like, you know, if I was just able to pay my bills, I moved back home, saw my pride, moved back home with my mom. She let me crash at my old room and stuff. So I just made sure I paid my bills. If I was able to pay bills, if I was able to just keep grinding, keep being at the studio. David made sure that I ate at the studio. So he's like, as long as you work with me, like I'm gonna pay for the food. Like it's all good. Just be here. And like, your success is dedicated based on how dedicated you are.
That's right.
I went every day, bro.
That's
like,
right.
Every day. Like there's be times where, and my shorty knows, like I have a fiance.
Yeah, shout out to that.
And she there'd be times where we're about to go on a date or something like that, and she's literally getting ready, and I'm getting a call like, yo, like Hit Boy needs an engineer right now for Maxwell Cream. Are you available?
You gotta drop everything.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at my girl like, yeah, I'm not busy, bro. You need me there right now? 15 minutes? I'm in the valley, bro. I'm on my way.
That's
my
right.
My girl's like, are you serious? And I'm like, this is all I got. This is like, if you believe in me, if you really love me, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna let me fly. And she let me do my thing. So there was times where like, you know, you got to put the personal stuff to the side. You got to take the sacrifice on the money just to even get in the room, just to build the relationships. But at the end of the day, this one guy, like he's from Japan. His name is Genius. Shout out to Genius.
Shout out to Genius.
he's a really good OG, and he told me, he said, you know, building relationships is so important in this industry because a lot of it is favor for favor. And if you build relationships, the money comes naturally, bro. Like,
that's right.
Like, it doesn't matter how, like, I can give a session for free to somebody, and then that person's just gonna be gassed about the love that I showed and tell everybody, yo, Marv shows love, like, he charges studio time or whatever and stuff like that. So, like, I'm gonna get fed consistently just based off of like relationships and based off of like me being genuinely me, like just being kind and just showing the love. I love showing love to people, so
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
right. Like they say, your net worth is your net worth. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. Here, like you said, it's really about relationships. If you not showing up, don't nobody know who you are. Like Facts. Social media can only get you so far.
And I'm learning that now.
Facts. Yeah. I mean, because you gotta sit next to somebody and get a feel for them. Who are you? How do you move? You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know, like want to reach out on social media, but man, that's not the thing. And you know, this is beautiful because I can relate to your situation.
Facts.
I walked away from my job and I'm out here just getting it however I can. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But I'm broke. You feel me? Like, I mean, my bills are paid, my son is fed, but I'm broke. But I'm at this part of the game where I'm building. I'm doing stuff like this. I don't have to do this, but I love it, and I'm doing stuff like this. And one thing people have to understand is a beautiful thing that people got to get from that is you have to love what you do before the money is involved.
100%. You
feel what I'm saying? Like now, like now, everything is about money, but it's like, look, bro, you got to be able to grind like this before you make a bloody cent.
Facts. I tell everybody, like, this game will really fish out, like, if you're really here for the actual, like, work. Facts. Or you're here for the, like, for me, like, when I record with people, it's all about the music, it's all about the legacy, it's all about the drop. As long as the music comes out, I want it to be the best it can. Like, again, money will come eventually, like, just off of relationships, off of, like, little schemes that people be having and shit like that, or just, you know, making plays. For example, like, I know a guy who's like, yo, I can offer media services to your studio time, and that's like a little play where, let's partner, bro, why not? Like, we can easily make money together type stuff. So it's like, that relationship holds way more value in the long run than like $400, $500 right now currently. You get what I'm saying?
Facts. On me, a quick 400-500 ain't gonna be nothing in 2-3 years.
When you know what I'm saying? A whole ass bag.
Facts. You gotta build them connections. So, even from what you just told me, man, I really admire your process and how you've went about things, because we gotta deal with our women too. Cause I got a fiance too,
man,
and I gotta just up and leave sometime. And when I first started getting busy, it was kind of, okay, I gotta go here tonight. Oh, I gotta go there tomorrow. She like, what? Like, why you? I'm like, you know what? This is just the name of the game. This is what I'm doing right now.
You know, if you believe in me, you know that I'm out here just putting in that work. That's what I tell her. All these late hours are gonna pay off.
That's
You're
right.
You're gonna get everything you want and more. I promise you. Just keep holding it down. Like, stay down till we come up. You know, and that's the name of the game at the end of the day. Like,
You know, my thing, I be telling her, like I just told her today, I said, you're going to be able to quit your job. You're going to have to pay for nothing. I'm going to be taking care of everything in a minute, but we got to keep putting in this work.
Yeah,
so
clap it up for that.
Facts. Clap it up for that, because that is the goal, bro, for real.
Bro, that's the real goal.
But, okay, so now, when you start to make your beats, you don't make beats.
No, I don't make beats. Okay. I'm starting to manage a producer.
Okay.
I'm definitely trying to get into the management, just make plays. I know a lot of people, so I just, you know, I'm a good connecting kind of guy.
That's right. That's a big thing. Okay, now speak about the mixing process. How long does it take you to typically get into the studio and mix a project up?
Yeah, so I just finished out a couple projects. A project could honestly take a couple weeks. It could take a week. I had a client of mine come out from Ohio. They flew out to work with me, and it took like a whole week to get, like, I want to say like 90% of the project done, and then the other 10% we did like on FaceTime and like, you know, just meeting each other. But it honestly depends on the songs. Like, I just did some K-pop stuff where 2 songs took me like 72 hours, and I had to be in the studio. Like, it was like I couldn't even go home type shit. Like, I had to just be in there because 13-hour, 14-hour time difference. Like, it's 5 a.m. over here, but it's like it's go time over there. Like 3 a.m. over here, it's like daytime. It's like, where's he at? It's 6 p.m. What's going on? Like, you know, so it just depends really. But music that I really like, if I lock in, it'll take me like, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours to mix a song. But I really I don't like to take shortcuts, bro. If anything, I learned from my mentor, like, you know, the quality is everything. And like, you put a little bit of you in all the music. And I think with anything I touch, I for sure know that you can hear me. Like, people are like, damn, bro, like, I don't know why, like, when I hear this song now, it's special. Like, people say that shit, I really feel that too, because I do, like, I feel like I give people a lot of me, and I give them a lot of me in the records, as much as, like, you know, production and the lyricism and everything, but at the same time, engineering is art. Like, you really putting like effects that make people like, wow, that shit was great, that made me feel a certain way, like, or you telling the artist, yo bro, like, you can hit that bar way more, like, I don't feel you, or like that itself, having that ear to like understand that, to me is art. Like, you're basically, I tell people all the time, like, you're creating you have a marble statue, and it's perfect, like, you have a perfect image of what you want. I'm just coming in to find out the details. You want curly hair, you want straight hair, you want round eyes, you want, you know, a little bit more slanted eyes, you want a long nose, crooked nose, like, you know, all the details on how you want your image. So for me, it's just like, I'm a support to your art.
Well, that's the most important thing, because you want to make sure that you continue to push a product that your clients want. You feel me? At the end of the day. Now, would you say that there's ever a situation where it's like, you might not like it like that, but they love it, so you just like, hey, whatever, you're gonna keep it like that?
At the end of the day, like, it's their music, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of us engineers, we want to do what we want to do, and we want to, like, you know, it sounds better like this, bro, or it sounds. But at the end of the day, I've learned, like, I've worked with some people from 808 Mafia, like Pyrex Whipper, shout out to Pyrex Whipper, but I made him sound crazy clear and crispy, and like, he's just like, bro, what happened to my voice? Like, my voice is just, it don't sound.
That's beautiful.
Like, what the fuck? Like, and we went through a couple of mix run revisions before finally I did some on one mix run, and he's like, yeah, now we get in there. I'm like, oh.
You got to call him Dr. MixedbyMarv. Dr. MixedbyMarv, okay?
Like,
he doing surgery.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Shout out to Pyrex, the song Surgery. One of my clean.
Oh, that's the name of the song?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know, I had no idea. Shout out to that. So, okay, so when you think about mixing engineers, who are some of your biggest influences, and who have you gotten close to that gave you some game that you will never forget?
Man, well, influences, recording engineer, I ain't gonna lie, Mixed by Source. Like, he is fire. He's Hitmaker's engineer. Like, I had a session with 300 Entertainment at Chalice, and when Mixed by Source walks in, you give Mixed by Source the room. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, what do you need from me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
He goes to the side. Like, you know, you're the guy for a reason. And like, just on the recording aspect, just his energy, like, he plays things off the headphones. He don't even play it off the speaker. So it's like, Hitmaker says, like, that's his process, because he likes to connect with the artist. He likes to make sure that if the artist fucks up, fuck up. Like, it's just me and you right now.
That's right.
Nobody else is listening. Nobody else is laughing. Everybody's just quiet, waiting for the final product. So like, I learned a lot more of an intimate, personal relationship in that sense with the artist through him. There's a couple of shortcuts that he also kind of taught me. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Mixed by Source.
Yeah, he can't give it away. You know what I'm saying? Hey, wait. What they say, the game is to be sold, not to be told, man. You gotta earn that kind of game.
You gotta earn that, for real. But other than that, definitely Don Rob and his older brother, my boy Huck. They both did well. I was in a session with them when we were mixing Trevor Daniels' album, and they taught me some stuff that, like, man, I was just kind of like some stuff with tuning and just different, like, just styles. They're from Chicago, so like their style of mixing is a little bit different than what we do. And
okay, so like, what are the differences from out there and then here?
I guess it's just like more so just textures. Like, if you listen to some of like my music, at least, or out here, like out here it's a little bit dirtier, grimier. Out there it's also dirty, but it's clean. Like, they also got, like, they play a lot with reverbs and like delays. We kind of like our shit a little bit drier, you know what I'm saying? So they have a lot more melodic stuff too going on. So it just depends on like what type of music you're dealing with. But I just learned a lot of different shit from him. And also my mentor, shout out to my mentor. Like, my whole foundation is literally through him, David Young and Kim. Like,
that's right. Shout out
I forever owe him everything. Like, he gave me basically the career that I have. But like, everybody calls me a mini David Kim just because I work like him. We have a similar ear in a sense, and you know, him and I, we just vibe. So I've met a lot of great engineers, and they've given me techniques, but for sure, like, them two, like, they stick out more because they were, and them three actually, them groups, they definitely stick out more just because we're cool with like one-on-one, like, enhancing my game. Yo, this is what I do, shortcut, but don't be giving it away. You know,
you can't get
like,
a sauce
shit
away,
like that,
man.
and it's just like, damn, bro, like, to see them like at the level that they're at, and they're willing to even give me some game. Like, who am I really? Like, I'm just trying to make it, but like, the fact that they're doing that to me, it's only right that I pass it down to whoever is worthy coming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always just
It's humbling.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's always
very
humbling and it's meant to be brought down, and I understand that. And so like, to me, it's like seeing them do that to me, man, it's an honor for real, because they ain't got to do that for real.
Yeah,
they
facts. And especially
shit,
if
really.
you know how this game is, I mean, people can be cutthroat. I don't have to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? People can be cutthroat, so you got to be thankful for that and take advantage of all of that.
100%. That's why when they show me love, I show mad love.
Nah, facts. You got to. Who have you been surprised to work with?
Man, well, I recorded Lil Baby for the 24 record with Money Man, so I got to work with him after the session. He wanted to like record more records, but it was like super late, so I've been with his camp a lot. That was like very surprising. I mean, I worked with a lot of people: Benny the Butcher, fucking Dreezy, Maxo Cream. Man, the list goes on. Honestly, I've worked with a lot. I forget sometimes who I work: Pyrex, 808 Mafia, Southside, Murray, like a lot of people. But honestly, I'm just like, I'm actually excited more to work with people from LA, more so than the people out of LA.
Why is that?
Just because like they're more accessible too. It's like people in my backyard. You get me? Like I don't gotta go to Atlanta to work with Baby. You know what I'm saying? Baby isn't gonna always fly to LA to work with me. Like
that's right.
He lives in Atlanta, so for me, it's like I love developing the relationships with people out here and developing a sound with the people out here, because you know, at some point it's gonna be influential. Or not only that, at least the streets of LA, you made your mark. You know what I'm saying? At least you made your mark, and I'd rather make my mark in my hometown and then get known when people come back in and be like, I heard about bro, like I gotta tap in with bro. And usually people do that already, so I'm just like, no, I gave a lot of people outside of Cali the sauce, and let me give people in Cali the sauce. You know?
That's right. No, that's how it go. Now, was there anybody who ever told you that you wouldn't be good at this, or that you wouldn't make it this far? Because along with the discouraging moments or the times that it sucked, you got to deal with people's comments and their criticism, and sometimes the criticism is a little harsh. So have you dealt with that before?
Yeah, believe it or not, actually, my biggest critic was my own mother. Like, so when I was working at Verizon, I was climbing up the ranks, and she was like super proud of me. I had my own store, I had my own staff. Like I was.
Oh, you was really doing it.
Yeah, I was 22 years old. Like on top of the world, to be honest. I had my own store. I had like 30-year-olds working for me. Like 22. You got a pretty big ego at that point. But I'm always humble about my shit. That's the thing. Like I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to be open, vocal, communication. So like, but when I quit my job, like you gotta understand, I was the man. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my own store, my own staff. So to leave that to go do something that's super far-fetched. I'm first-gen American, so my mom came from El Salvador. She came from a war-ridden country. She left war to come to the United States to see her baby boy go into music. Like
like
you know what I'm
hell?
saying? Like for her, she's like, nah, you got to be a lawyer, you got to be a doctor, a suit and tie businessman. But to do music, it's super far-fetched. Especially like, you know, I'm Hispanic. Like hip hop is. Culturally, we don't understand it sometimes. Some of us do, but like El Salvador and stuff like you,
they'll be like, get out of here.
What is this? Like, I know salsa merengue and shit like that. So, yeah, it's just different. But she used to always be on my cap when I quit. She used to always just be like, yo, are you got sessions? Are you doing this? Are you doing that and stuff like that? And I was just kind of like, man, you know, I'm working. She never understood, but. Everything builds. Now I have all that I have, and she's like, man, I'm proud of you. And she's working my books. She's like, me and her trying to go into getting a bigger studio, a bigger actual establishment, so we can like run bigger sessions and maybe get labels involved. And she sees the vision now, so it's like,
that's right.
Like it come a long way, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a beautiful thing when you can wake somebody who will sleep up. It's a phrase I put it, but when you can turn somebody who doesn't believe into a believer, that's a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how big that is. You feel me? Because you have to exceed the expectations, and that's what you have done. So I got to ask you, man, when you think about everything you've been through and where you stand today, what do you clap it up for when you think back on your life?
Man, honestly, I just clap it up for just humble beginnings. I'm just thankful for everything, and like honestly, I'm just thankful for being able to do music for a living. Clap it up.
Clap it up to that, yeah, for sure.
Thankful for being able to do music for a living. A lot of people ask me the question, bro, how do I make that transition? How can I leave this and do this? How can I, you know? And for me, I just ain't no blueprint, bro. I just cut the cord off and I jumped in, and I suffered a bit, but I made it out. That's all I could really say. Like, you know, so at the end of the day, just clap it up for those that are really going out and trying to do this. You know, like you said, doing the YouTube thing, it ain't easy, especially in this game. Like, it ain't easy to do what we want to do in media, in music, in entertainment, in film. We got to leave our loved ones. We got to miss birthdays. We got to take the next opportunity, or that shit is gone.
Gone,
like,
bro.
Like, dead and gone.
Yeah,
real,
facts,
like.
bro.
So, you know, I just clap it up for just being thankful for being able to do what we do, and just having the people that support us, to be honest, because like I wouldn't be here without the support of my fiance, and like now my mom changing her vision and having her support is huge. So it's just, you know, and all the connections I've made, Cypress, my producer Sabi, like just a bunch of people that believe in me, and I'm also feel like, you know, I'm also taking care of them, whether it's financially or musically or providing studio time, whatever it is. I'm here to build, I'm here to work, I'm here to just, you know, bring up LA into a whole nother era. You get me? Like, it's time for us to really like just showcase ourselves, and like, I don't know, man, I definitely clap it up for being able to do what we do for a living and do what we love. You get me?
Yeah, straight like
For
that.
real.
And if it was any sauce, if you can put that all in the bud, if it was any sauce that he told you, you can't be afraid to jump out and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you gotta jump out and do it. You can't be afraid of it. However you do it, just get it done. Cause I'm telling you, everybody done sacrificed, everybody done had to hustle. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't doing nothing that nobody else did. So jump out there and do it. And shout out to my guy, MixedbyMarv.
Man.